Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and today is gonna be like an April reset slash like reorganization of just everything. All right, party people, here's the thing. Obviously, I look a little different than I did in that previous clip, and that's because it's a new day. And not only is it a new day, it's dang near a new month. Okay, it is almost May, and I know I wanted this video to be an April reset, kind of get ready for April with me type of thing, reorganization, but life happened and now it's May. But you know what? The content of this video still works because, as y'all will see in a minute, I'm doing a bookshelf reorganization, and that can happen at any time of the year. So this footage will still be used, and we're about to get into the bookshelf reorganization. But before we get into all of that, I wanted to talk about this video's partnership, and that is with Ana Luisa, the jewelry company. This is my second time working with Ana Luisa, and I absolutely love this company so much, and I'm so excited to be able to talk about them again on my channel. So for those who don't know what Ana Luisa is, they are a New York-based jewelry company that sells high-quality jewelry for a very affordable price. And so let me show y'all the two new pieces that I'm adding to my collection, which I'm super excited about. For those who know me, I am a hoops girly with my earrings. I love hoops. That's really all I wear. And so Ana Luisa has a really good hoops collection, and so I got these babies right here. Let's zoom in. Ooh, look how clear that is. These are called the Tia Large, so these are like their large hoops that they have here. So let's put these babies on and see how they look together, shall we? So there's one in. Look at this outfit's already elevated, and I only put one in, and bam, these are what these ones look like on me, and I'm in love with how they look. I partnered with Ana Luisa like 2 years ago, and I still wear those same earrings often, and they still are great quality, and it looks like they're brand new still. And I've had them for a couple years now. And then the other piece that I got from Ana Luisa was a necklace, and I'm not even a necklace girly, but I said let me branch out and try one of their necklaces, okay? So I went with a very classic, as you can see here, like letter K going on here. Of course, gold. I only do gold. They do have silver options though, but I'm a gold girly, so I got a gold K necklace here that I'm really excited to try out. A little bit more about Ana Luisa. They're a carbon neutral company, so from their packaging to their products, it's all carbon neutral, really good quality even in the packaging. So this is what the earrings came in, and this is the packaging that my necklace came in. Super cute, and it's something you can keep and reuse. I just love it. And the perfect thing is that right now Ana Luisa is having a Mother's Day sale right now, so I would definitely recommend checking them out right now to see if maybe your mom or other mother figures in your life would love something from their website, which I'm sure they will because there's something for everybody. I'll be leaving a link down below in my description box for Ana Luisa products, and see what kind of great gifts they have on there for your mom. It's April 1st. I don't have to go to work today, so I just thought let me pick up my camera and film something, you know, because it's been a while. As usual, I have a lot of things to do today, like organization wise in terms of my books and things. So I was like, why don't I just record this so I could show you guys what I've been up to. But I thought this would be the perfect way for me to kind of just update y'all, catch up with you guys, and show you my mess of a room and get it together with me. So that's kind of what we're doing here. I would definitely have so many updates for you guys as this video goes along, but I just wanted to start this video now, introduce what we're going to be doing in this video. I'm about to go on a walk, probably pick up some coffee, and then come back and work out, and then hop right into all the things I want to do today. If y'all remember when I counted all of my physical books that I owned and did the whole this is how many books I own, this is how many of them are unread video, I still haven't necessarily put all my books back in the right places because of course I had to take down all my books, scan them into my new app on my phone, and then show you guys the books that I haven't read yet. So that required me taking off all the books on my shelf. So they're still kind of all out of place, and it's been a couple months since I've filmed and posted that video. So it's definitely overdue for me to organize my videos again. I have this lovely stack of books that my camera here is resting on that I need to find a home for, that I've purchased in the first 3 months of the year. You don't even want to see my brother's old room where I have a lot of my other books. Like, they're literally not in their place whatsoever. So there's a lot of organization that needs to be done. I need to kind of figure out my reading plans for the month of April. I need to figure out when I'm going to read all these dang books that I haven't read yet. So there's a lot of things that I want to do in this video, a lot of fun plans that I have. And I'm excited that you guys are here watching and following along. I hope you guys enjoy. And so yeah, let's go on a walk and then we'll start the day. Hello, hi. It is the afternoon now and I've done a few things since we started this vlog. I don't know if the lighting is crazy, but we're just gonna go with it. But I went on my walk like I was saying, then I did a workout video right here with all my weights and stuff here. And then I took a shower, ate some lunch, and now I'm sitting here in front of this lovely balloon concoction here. And the reason why it's here, first of all, is because we had a party over the weekend for my brother who joined a fraternity, and the colors are red and white. So we had some balloons, we have some posters, and it was a really fun time. That and then Easter on Sunday, of course. So it was a very family-filled weekend, lots of celebration and happiness and joy and food. So I definitely had to get my workout in today because I have eaten a lot over the weekend. Yeah, so I'm sitting here because I just got done taking pictures for my Bookstagram account. I'm gonna do my March wrap up on there, and I just took pictures in front of this balloon because I thought it would be a cute background with my physical books that I read in March, which I read these three. I read Better Than Fiction by Alexa Martin. I read Ricochet by Krista and Becca Ritchie. And I read Happily Ever Island by Crystal Sestari. And then took another picture with my lovely Kindle here, which I believe I read 2 books on. I read Hot for Teacher by Monique Fisher, and I read The Teacher by Frida McFadden. And then I listened to 3 audiobooks. So I took a picture with my headphones here, and the 3 audiobooks I listened to were Out on a Limb. I listened to It Happened One Summer, whatever that book is called, by Tessa Bailey, and I listened to Love Radio. So I read a total of 8 books in March, which was amazing because I haven't read that many books in a month in a while. So I'm very proud of myself, very productive reading month, and I hope that April brings the same type of energy. But now that that's done, I'm gonna move on to my next to-do for the day, which is probably the big task for the day, which is reorganizing my bookshelves and putting my books back where they're supposed to be so that my mind can finally be clear, because every time I look at my bookshelves, I'm just like, like they look normal to a regular person, but I'm just like, no, they're all out of place. My series are not next to each other. They're not alphabetized by last name author like I usually have them. So I really need to get to that. So that's what I think I'm gonna do next. So I will talk to you when I get started with that.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just 2 hearts. hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shot from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
All right, y'all, I'm done. I have organized my bookshelves and I'm so happy to have finally done that. And I know I only recorded a little bit of at least the bookshelves in my room. I think I got more footage of the bookshelf in my brother's room, but it's done. It is all done. And I can kind of just show you guys a little bit of what my bookshelves look like in my room now. Okay, don't mind my stole there because sis is a graduate, okay? So at the top there, I have my Sarah J. Maas shelf looking crazy per usual. And then down right here, we have my romance books. And honestly, I've started to acquire a bunch more romance books. So I kind of put a little bit of them on this shelf as well, even though that's my young adult fantasy shelf. But I had nowhere else to put the rest of my romance books. So I kind of had to expand there. Down there, you can barely see it, but those are my science fiction books, young adult and adult. And then the next shelf is my thriller and mystery books, young adult and adult as well. And then those extend down here. It's looking crazy down here. We're gonna come back up. But that last shelf is some more thrillers and then also just like fiction books that I really didn't know where else to put. So up here is my adult fantasy, these first two shelves here. And then the rest of them, there's 3 shelves down there. But again, it starts looking crazy. So the next 3 shelves down there are my young adult fantasy. But like I was saying earlier, right there, I have some romance books as well. And originally I didn't have like 0 room for my fantasy books, but up here on top of my bookshelves, I added a bunch of my old books up there that like I'm not going to read anytime soon, like my childhood series. So I kind of separated those there. Over here, the top shelf, this is my 3rd bookshelf. So on the top shelf here, we have my middle grade books, which I've added to recently. So it's looking kind of full over there. And then my next 2 shelves are kind of my favorite shelves here because I highlight Black authors only. So if I'm ever like trying to figure out recommendations of Black authors for people, I can always look through these 2 shelves and find something. And then these last 2 shelves down here are kind of just my whatever books, you know, like books I really do need to donate, give away, unhaul, that kind of thing. And then the very bottom shelf are my nonfiction books, which they're at the bottom because your girl's not going to look at those very often. Last but not least, this is the bookshelf that's in my brother's room that I was working on first in this video. On the top shelf here, there are 3 of my favorite book of the month books. So we have Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, we have Honey Girl, and we have The Wishing Game. Those are like my 3 favorite book of the month books that I've read. And then we have the special edition Fairy Loot Crescent City books there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 5 shelves are my book of the month books there. All just, and I kind of group them by month that I acquired them, so I'm keeping them in order. This book right here is the first book I ever got from Book of the Month, and then the book right here is the most recent book, you know, so that's my March 2024 pick right there. And at the very, very bottom, this is new. This is kind of what I've decided to do with my Fairy Loot special edition books, is just put them on the bottom shelf there with the decorated pages kind of pointing out at me so I can see how beautiful they all look together. And I just put them all there because I recently ended my subscription with Fairy Loot, the adult fantasy book only subscription. I stopped that subscription, so this is all the books that I'm ever going to get from them for now. But yeah, so I put them there and it looks good. So those are my bookshelves, y'all, all organized and looking better than they were before. It's been a long day, but it's been a very productive day for me. I'm, again, very happy that I finally took the time to reorganize my bookshelves. And it really didn't take that much time because they were kind of in order, but just not all the way. And I just changed the way a couple of my shelves looked. So it was just very much needed. But now I wanted to talk with you guys about the book that I'm currently reading and enjoying. I started this book a couple days ago, and so this is going to be the first finished book of April whenever I do get to finish it. But it is this one right here. It's Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abike Imide. And this is the same author of Ace of Spades. And if y'all remember, I really loved that book. I remember reading it during one of the 24-hour readathons that I used to do. And yeah, ever since I read that one, I said she is going to be an auto-buy author for me. And in this book, we're following our main character, Sade, who recently is starting at this new boarding school called Alfred Nobel Academy. And originally she wasn't supposed to be here. She's a third year and she's entering the school like during the 4th or 5th week of the school year, so she's pretty late. But that's because her parents, specifically her father, did not want her to go to boarding school and wanted her to continue with her homeschooling journey that she was on. But then something happens with her parents, and so she's able to go to boarding school. And prior to coming to this boarding school, a lot of bad things happened around her, so she kind of feels like she's cursed. And lo and behold, pretty much right when she starts the boarding school, her roommate ends up disappearing. And the school is not really doing the case justice and not really looking for her roommate, whose name is Elizabeth. And so Sade and Elizabeth's best friend, they team up and kind of investigate themselves the case of their missing friend. I'm just really enjoying my time here. I am, how many pages? 165 pages in the book. And so I'm almost halfway done. I'm very intrigued by this book, very interested. I have no idea what's going on, like what's been happening. I have no guesses because it's just very eerie. Farida knows how to write a good dark academia, like school mystery kind of thing going, because this is exactly how I felt during Ace of Spades, and I wanted to keep reading the books. So I really hope that the rest of this book goes well, and I end up giving this book a 4 or 5 stars so we can start April off strong with the reading. In terms of what my April reading plans are, I really do not know. I definitely will be reading This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan because I love Kennedy Ryan like so freaking much. And Before I Let Go, as you just saw like in my bookshelf kind of quick tour there, I loved Before I Let Go, and now it's on the top shelf there. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. It's kind of interesting because I have always assumed myself to be a fantasy reader, and I mean I still am. I mean I have this whole shelf dedicated to fantasy books, so I'm definitely a fantasy reader and I will always love reading fantasy. But recently I have started to love reading romance. Like I'm definitely becoming a romance girly. Like if you look at my stats of the books I've read this year, I've read 20 so far, and I think like half of them have been romance books. So I am definitely enjoying this season where I want to pick up a romance book. I want to see what's going on in that genre. So I definitely have a lot of romance books on my TBR, especially like sitting on my TBR cart right here. There's a lot of romance books that I want to get into, and specifically I want to start getting into dark romance. Like I think I want to open that door for myself. And currently I do have 2 dark romance books on my shelf ready to go whenever I'm ready. The first one is a very popular The Ritual by Chantal Tessier, which I have here. I'm very excited to read. It's on my TBR cart. And then another dark romance that I'm very excited to start reading is Broken Bonds by J. Bree. Heard some good things about this over on Bookstagram. So yeah. And if y'all have any dark romance book recommendations, let me know because I definitely want to open that can of worms for myself. Last thing for this update, probably the last thing for this vlog because I want to read and I want to relax and just get ready for work tomorrow. But the last thing I'm going to be doing in this vlog is planning how to tackle my unread TBR. And I kind of planned this, I kind of started this back in back at the beginning of the year, but I just have never completed this project. So I want to spend some time kind of getting this ready. And what I want to do is take these little pieces of paper and write down the names of the books on here that I have not read that I own. Put it all in a jar. And then from here, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. But from there, maybe once a month, twice a month, I don't know. Choose a book from my jar. And that will determine the next book that I read. So I can get through some of these books that I own that I haven't read yet. Because as you see, I continue to add books to my TBR because every time I get paid, I'm hitting some type of bookstore because I just need that constant happiness because adulting is just awful. So I just need a little bit of happiness here and there. So buying books after I get paid makes me very happy. Anyway, so long story short, since I am continuing to add books to my library, I need to focus on the books that I already own and I've already paid my hard-earned money for. So that's what I'm going to do. I've already kind of started doing this. As you can see, I have a few on my desk there, but I don't remember which books I've already written down. So I think I'm just going to start over. Now that my bookshelves are organized again, I can go in order of how they are in the bookshelves instead of just randomly choosing. So let me know what you guys think about that. Of course, once I finish the jar, it'll become a segment on my channel here and on my other social media platforms as well, because I've been having lots of fun on TikTok recently with my book talk and on Instagram as well. It's just faster, easier to get content out, of course. So that's what I've been focusing a lot on. And yeah, I'm excited. Hey, I'm back. Before we officially end this video, I did want to again come on here and give a little bit of an update because it has been so long since I filmed that last clip. I kind of ended this video talking about how I wanted to put all of my unread books into a jar so that I can get through those books and kind of choose randomly books on my shelves for me to read. So that I can get through these books because I have so many. And now that April is done, May's coming, I'm here to say that I have completed that project and I have my jar. Well, it's a bag, but one day it'll be a jar. Right now, it's a little Ziploc baggie. Ain't no shame in my game here. All of these slips of paper are books that I have not read yet and that I own. So, say what you want to say about that, but this is it. And I am a little bit overwhelmed. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of end this video with me kind of choosing the first book from here that I'm going to be reading. Yeah, let's get right into it. What would it be? I hope it's something that I want to read because there's a lot of books on my shelf that I'm like, I don't even want to read those anymore. And I mean, I know that's a sign I should kind of unhaul them or whatever, but maybe one day. We'll see. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what am I going to choose? It's just scary. I guess it's going to be this one. Y'all can see it first. I don't want to. I don't want to. What is it? Ariadne. I think that's a book of the month book. Something about like Greek mythology, right? Okay. I guess not the worst option that I could have chose, but also not something that was on my immediate TBR that I wanted to read. But again, this is the point of this baggie jar, is so that I do read books that I own and that I'm not automatically pulled towards when I'm looking for my next book to read, because then these books will never get read. So this is exactly the point. Let me go grab the book so I can show you guys, for those who don't know what Ariadne is. Here it is, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. And yes, this was a book of the month book that I got, wow, in May of 2021. So I've had this book for exactly 3 years now. That's wild to me that it worked out like that. So I think it's super perfect that I'm reading this in May of 2024. 3 years later, finally getting to this book. So yeah, I guess this is gonna be the next book I read, or at least I'll read it in some point in May. I don't know if it's going to be the first book in May that I pick up, but we'll definitely get read in May. So I don't really know what this is about. I can't remember because it's been so long. I just know it's like Greek mythology, Theseus, Ariadne, a maze, something, Minotaur, the Minotaur story. Yeah, so Ariadne, she's a princess of Crete. She grows up greeting the dawn from her beautiful dancing floor and listening to her nursemaid stories of gods and heroes. But beneath her golden palace echo the ever-present hoofbeats of her brother, the Minotaur, a monster who demands blood sacrifice. When Theseus, the prince of Athens, arrives to vanquish the beast, Ariadne sees in his green eyes not a threat but an escape. Defying the gods, betraying her family and country, and risking everything for love, Ariadne helps Theseus kill the Minotaur. But will Ariadne's decision ensure her happy ending? And what of Phaedra, the beloved younger sister she leaves behind? Yeah, I just wanted to kind of give y'all a current update of how life is going in terms of my unread books here. And I have added more slips throughout the month of April. Of course. I think I still have some that I need to add, actually. That's besides the point. I'm excited for this new project that I'm tackling, and hopefully this will really help me to get through these books that I own and have not read yet. So then I can decide if I love them, if I don't like them, if I want them, if I don't want them. But yeah, this is really how I'm gonna end this video here. I'm about to cut back to myself closing out this video. But before we do that, I wanted to remind y'all about the Ana Luisa Mother's Day sale going on right now. Would highly recommend their products. I love them so much. And I know your mom and your mother figures in your life will love their products. The link is in my description box down below, so go ahead and give that a click and have fun picking out some new jewelry. It's gonna be a great time. And get something for yourself too while you're there. All right, back to past me. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my day off on this April 1st. And I hope that you guys are excited for this month and that you have a lot of exciting plans, reading plans, other plans, things like that you're looking forward to. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again in my next video. Again, if you aren't already following me on Instagram and on TikTok, I would recommend doing that. My @ is the same as it is here, Kristen Talks Books, so you can easily find me on those platforms. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure your notification bell is turned on so that you don't miss my next video. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!